Alrighty, y'all. We are live as the 35-28-9 Edmonton Oilers head into Vegas against the 32-26-14 Golden Knights. Thank goodness the Pacific Division is garbage, or else the Golden Knights would be in some real trouble. Instead, they're just in trouble. We are waiting for the Minnesota Wild in Florida against the Panthers. Just about a minute 20 left. The Panthers tied it with an empty net to go 2-2. Ekblad with a gorgeous swing to beat, I can't remember who's in net for Minnesota. It's not Gustafson, I don't think. I think it's Velstead. Just beat him against the pipe in the high corner. Like, thank goodness other teams know how to shoot high, because, man, Vegas has struggled with that lately. But they have 15 seconds to go before they start overtime. I'm sure we will be watching that before the Vegas coverage starts, but I will try to find it. Last few games for the Golden Knights: a loss to the Jets 4-1 in Winnipeg, a win against the Stars in Dallas, loss to the Preds 4-1, loss to the Mammoth 4-0, and a loss to the Sabres 2-0. That means in 300 minutes of hockey, we have scored 5 goals. You gotta love it. Meanwhile, the Oilers beating the Mammoth in Utah 5-2. Losing to the Lightning in Edmonton 5-2, losing to the Panthers in Edmonton 4-0, beating the Sharks at home 5-3, beating the Preds at home 3-1, and losing on the road in overtime to the Blues. Holy shit. What just happened? I hope Vegas wins tonight too, buddy. But what just happened? With 3.8 seconds left on the clock, Minnesota, Florida is done. Face-off won by Florida, and the clearing attempt up the boards by Forsling gets picked off at the point. Shot comes in, and Tarasov drops it. Faber puts it on Tarasov. He makes the stop. It's up high, and as Eriksson Ek is falling to the ice, he puts it blocker corner and buries it to take the win. So never mind. We should get Vegas pretty soon here. Well, bet Bob been doing good. Yeah, stop fucking around, dude. Don't even talk about it. Like, we've been over this before, man. It's one of those things where I'm gonna call you a fucking idiot. I got no sympathy if you decide to do it, man. So don't go making yourself look stupid when you've been doing good. Like, there's no reason for you to do that to yourself. I just want you to be good, brother. As long as you are. And you've been doing well, so just don't fuck around, man. Don't, like I said, don't make yourself look dumb. All right, so gotta wait for them to take the coverage over to our game. Jarventi, I don't even know that guy. Of course, bro. It's going really well. I'm sitting at 100% for both courses. Any more bullshit social requirements? Absolutely, and it's stupid, dude. I'm still having to put up with that shit, but I just don't. I gotta do what I gotta do to get to where I want to go. So fucking grit my teeth to get through it. And there's other courses I gotta take that are even deeper into that shit. So I'm trying to figure out options right now. Vegas keeping it at the high point, tossed it down, but Edmonton sticks, send it the other way. It's like, I hate it. Like, I'm never gonna. Oh, that should have been an interference. Icing on Vegas. But it's like, if I have an assignment where I have to do or say something that I don't agree with, they go fuck themselves. I'll finish the assignment how I see appropriate and whatever grade comes of it. But it's the fact that I got to do it at all that pisses me off, but it is what it is. I said, my biggest thing is I hate there's discussions where I have to reply to people who don't want to do the fucking, who don't want to participate. So I'm paying for a class where my grade depends on whether or not somebody else wants to do the work, and it's not a group project. So, well, I was going to be getting to the nice, dude, right on. Finished with the dim. What's good, Jonathan? Right on, Vegeta. That's awesome, man. I need to get a bottle of one of these days. Pass straight to the middle. Quick shot by Dowd. I'm not sure if Ingram got a glove on it. Dallas Stars losing, streak extends. It absolutely does, man. We'll wait till commercial to jump into it, but I was sitting here expecting the Vegas game to be well delayed. And out of nowhere, with less than 4 seconds to go, the Wild took the lead. So Wild won it after Florida fights back to score with an empty net. Eriksson Ek falling to the ice, pins it in the corner. The high blocker corner. It was a wild shot. What a way to finish. Puck back behind Ingram. Oilers make their way out off the low boards. Pass ahead. Tipped into the Vegas zone, back behind Hill, following the high. Corner puck comes back below the net. Lazan trying to work it up the low boards. Dowd under pressure, Cole Smith under pressure, forces it back below the net. Oilers take over at the high point. Down low, Lazan trying to get it to Anderson. He gets it just far enough to Marner, who cannot get it. And now you got Anderson grabbing onto the dude's arm, to Hyman's arms. What are you bitching about, Anderson? Go sit. How is that not a hold, you dipshit? That is a proper call. I have no idea what Anderson's bitching about. He reaches over and grabs Hyman's stick. Like, what is he complaining about here? Don't be that asshole, Rasmus Anderson. You mother bitch. But hey, it's I didn't have time to make it. I thought about it about 30 minutes ago, so it's rushed, but for the penalty kills, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop. This is the one. Where's the audio? It sounds like shit. I can't find a good Go Knights Go chant. Bouchard shoots from out high, hits a body in front of him. McDavid passes it into the low corner. Nugent Hopkins can't control, back to Bouchard on the blue line. Looking for a place to go. He goes high baseline to Picolson. From the low dot down to the low baseline, Nugent Hopkins trying to catch Picolson as he crept towards the net. Stopped by Hill. Puck goes back to the blue line. Down the high board, Theodore works it to Eichel. And Stoney tells Eichel to just toss it on down. Yeah, I think Vegas wins this one. Oh, we got to do the poll. All right, hang on. We'll get the poll going. Boom. Doing good so far on the penalty kill. Oh my God, dude. I hate that I keep doing that. Every time I go to type the survey or the poll, I forget that I have G as the hotkey for goal. And I fucking cue the goal every single time. You would think I'd learn about that. Like, I'd get it drilled into my head at some point, but yeah. Right. Knights by 1, Oilers by 1, Knights by 2 plus, Oilers by 2 plus. There we go. All right, let's get that up there. Yeah, I almost screwed up and didn't check to make sure that I was actually live this time, like what happened last game. That still annoys the shit out of me. All right, 25 seconds on the Edmonton power play. Wallman working out of his zone, sends it back for Roslovic. through neutral and in on the high boards. Cole Smith whiffs on it. And Edmonton keeps it in. Ekholm back to the point. Wallman walking in, or sends it to Enrique, who walks in on the high dot. Loose puck, and Ekholm misses wide on an empty net. Back to full strength hockey. Vegas, don't blow this good. This game. Corrupted. If only it were that easy. No, at least not that I have seen yet, unless there's a delayed penalty. I didn't even get to see. Oh, well, I'm not sure. Hurdle walks in, puts a shot from the middle on Ingram, gets a rebound attempt, but Ingram shuts him down. Wait, empty net. My apologies. I didn't even get to see what I'm confused. Hang on, my chat's all fucked up. Give me a second here. It's still kind of out of whack. That's weird. No. The shot you said on an empty. Oh, yeah. No, it's Hill was way out of place. So the net he was looking at was, like, he had an empty net. It wasn't like Hill was pulled empty net. So that's what I mean. Hill was out of place, and Ekholm was staring at wide open between the pipes, and he missed. Hanifin puts a shot on that hits Colasar, gets knocked away to the low boards and sent all the way down by the Oilers. Tomas Hertl, 0 points in 9 games. You think he's pressing a little bit? You don't have the broadcast? That's a bummer, buddy. Need to introduce you to my good friend Jack Sparrow. VIP box, brother. Just Google VIP box, all one word. From the high corner, working it to the top of the high circle. His shot gets tipped. Dorofeyev trying to chop it up, get in the middle of that pass, but Oilers make it out. Lazan protects the puck, gets it to Dorofeyev, but Dorofeyev immediately loses it. And a shot by Dickinson gets shut down by Hill. That is 2 bad turnovers in the offensive zone that led to good opportunities for the Oilers. And they are going to call that offside. Thank goodness. I don't think it was offside, but McDavid was standing point blank. Like Hill's just staring down the pipe, sitting on his knees. Not what you want. See, I really need to hunt down, and maybe there's some, like, I don't know where I can find it or who I could ask, but I want to get a clear Go Knights Go chant, because this one is kind of crappy. Like, it's not very clear and it's not very loud, but I tried to make a Go Knights Go chant. Thought it, like, kind of rushed it, whatever. We'll see if we can work on that. But there's not a lot. I'm surprised now that I found a good goal horn recording, because, man, it was just, I haven't been able to find good recordings of much from the games. Okay, real quick. Sharks in St. Louis against the Blues. Blues up 1-0 at first intermission. Start of the third in Nashville. Devils and the Predators tied at 2 in Winnipeg. The Avalanche with 1.25 minutes on a power play at the start of the third. Tied 1-1. Capitals and the Mammoth in Utah. Mammoth up 3-1 at first intermission. God damn it. I am trying. Wish I lived in Vegas, Jonathan. It's fun. George, no. You may have 1 or 2 come in here on occasion, but no. Not particularly. Yeah, we got some Knights fans, some Avalanche fans, some Jets fans, met a couple Toronto guys. We get the occasional star in here, but gotta be honest with you, Not a whole lot of Edmonton fans coming in, hanging out. All are welcome. I will be absolutely talking shit, but sure, sir, I encourage you to do the same. As long as it's friendly and fun, it is all good, dude. Honestly, it doesn't even need to be that. But the Ducks and the Flames tied at 0, first intermission. Still to come, the Kings and the Canucks. And the Canadians over the Blue Jackets in Montreal 2-1. The Penguins over the Senators 4-3 in a shootout in Ottawa. 4-3. The Kraken beat the Lightning in overtime in Tampa. The Wild over the Panthers with a late 4 seconds to go in the game goal after the Panthers tied it up with the empty netter. The Wild win 3-2. Islanders over the Stars 2-1. Who isn't happy about that? And the Flyers over the Blackhawks 5-1 in Philly. I felt like I was going to say something after that, but I don't fucking know what it was. So, yeah, like I said, Oilers fans are absolutely welcome, but I'm going to be honest. It's why don't you just say you're a hockey fan instead? Collision down low in the zone. Puck back out to neutral. Cut off by no, that's not Dickinson. Sorry, I thought I saw 16. Off the low boards, a little battle. Cole Smith's going to come away with it. Cross neutral and take a big hit, but he delivers more damage than he takes to Murphy. And now Cole Smith and Murphy. Cole Smith hasn't dropped the gloves. That should be an instigating on Murphy. That was not mutual. That was not mutual dropping. We'll see what happens, but they were talking, and then Murphy dropped the gloves and went after Cole Smith. And then Cole Smith still had his gloves on when they were wrapped up. So by rule, instigating to Murphy, 5-minute fighting, because after he was wrapped up, Smith did drop the gloves, so you have to, even though that's bullshit. But that should be instigating on Murphy. It won't be. But with 8 minutes left to go in the first, we're tied at 0. The shots are 3-2 Golden Knights. How is that not an instigating when Murphy dropped his gloves first? It was not mutual. Murphy hits him, Smith pushes right through him. But Smith still has whatever. Whatever. I won't be too mad about it. I'll talk shit about it because we've got nothing to watch except for the replay right now, but it is what it is. Face off to the right of Ingram. Eichel on the dot to lose this face off. Can't see who he's going up against. He's going up against Dickinson, and then both of them get kicked out of the circle. The line judge never even dropped the puck. Yay, officials. The black and whites are who we love. Yes, it is. From the blue line to the high board. Shot hits Nurse in the leg. Back up to the blue line. Can't see a single number. Shot hits a skate way out high. Deflects over the net. Stone down low. Feeds it out front. Theodore decides to pass it instead of shoot it. I don't know why. Across to McNabb. He hesitates. Then shoot. Ingram makes the save. And then covers up the loose puck. And of course, Nurse being the worthless piece of shit. I should get a fire alarm chirp for Nurse. Fucking hit. Donnell Nurse, Evander Kane, pieces of shit. And Keandre Miller. Pieces of shit. 11:32 to go in the first. Damn, dude, they just take their fucking sweet time between puck drops, don't they? Let's get to the game. No, Donnell Nurse is a bitch. All right, Edmonton collects off the face-off, sends it up the low boards out to McNabb. Theodore in his own zone, up ahead on the high wall, dumping and chasing. Bouchard collects it first. Yeah, George. Aiden Hill's the goalie again. Vegas. Stoney trying to work it to McNabb. It goes all the way to Barbashev. He takes a shove from behind and loses the puck high in the Edmonton zone, back the other way. And that is an icing. Puck coming back down in front of Ingram. So 49 is Emberson. 28 is Roslovic. Okay. Of course you are, John. Everybody is ahead of my feeds. Especially with ESPN, these feeds just suck, dude. I would say, I know I was given a hard time. If you type something in here celebrating, that's totally cool, but I'm going to ask you to hold off on celebrating a goal depending on how far ahead of me you are, brother. Like I said, it is what it is. Not really a big deal. See if I get something that's a little bit closer to time. All right, this one's about 20 seconds, 30 seconds behind. All right, puck in Edmonton zone, work just across the blue line. Riley Smith turns it right back around. Yeah, I just hit 10:03 now. And remember, you've got a delay from the stream, even when I'm on low latency. So it's just far enough of a delay to be annoying as shit. Mitch Marner building some space from his own zone, passes it through neutral. Dorofeyev to Riley Smith trying to set the point, but nobody home. Lazon all the way back. A weak pass by but completely left. Lazon was not supposed to take that pass. He basically settled it for Theodore, who was moving backwards, and Edmonton had an opportunity to walk in on a frozen puck. Ekholm bringing it across the line into Vegas territory, down to the low boards. High roads it towards the net. Jones tries to chase it down. Now Jones is bitching. Eichel might have gotten away with ripping his stick out of his hand. In the high corner. Trying to work it to the blue line, and Edmonton does. Stoney resets it back into the Oilers zone for Hurdle. Into the corner. Aggressively pursued by Dickinson. Hurdle runs into Barbashev. They both go down, and now Edmonton has the puck. Holy shit. 8:35 to go in the first. Shots are 4-2 Vegas. As long as Vegas limits turnovers in their zone and breakaway opportunities, we'll be fine. The problem is we're Vegas and they're Edmonton. So they score off of breakaway opportunities and we will turn it over. Just like now, delayed shot misses wide. Back to the point. Bouchard passes it across the blue line, skating it in. Pass backward, shoot, and score for Savoy. Of course, the Edmonton Oilers strike first. Las Vegas Golden Knights cannot. It's what are we surprised about here? What are we surprised about? That should do it. And then you're more negative than me. Oh shit, there we go. Maybe that's why my chat was all fucked up. I think that is why. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's yeah, again, that's not on Hill. It's Vegas turned it, had what, 3 opportunities to get it out of the zone. They turned it over 3 times in their own zone. Like, what are we expecting when we cannot clear the puck against Edmonton? Like I said, I'm to the point with the Golden Knights where they're losing with the Golden Knights. Absolutely, George. Of course. But better be, if we're coming in here, you better be ready for criticism against the Golden Knights, because I've got fucking plenty. And absolutely, they are my favorite team. They are my favorite. Like, I love my Golden Knights. There is plenty to talk shit about. And while I will absolutely celebrate the good, you better believe I will call them out on the bullshit. And I'm to the point that is on Hill. No, I disagree with you 1,000%, Jonathan. No, we've watched every goalie in this league give up that goal more than once. Absolutely not. If the Golden Knights defense wasn't absolute shit, then they would be able to clear the puck from their own zone instead of spending 45 seconds under attack and then panicking and then turning the puck over again. That's on the Golden Knight defense. That's not on Hill. Could he have made the save? Sure. Yeah. Another penalty, and this one's on Shea Theodore. Let's see. Of course, yeah, give away Shea, bro. Like, that's a good passing shot from the Oilers. And it only happens because the Golden Knights suck on defense. They are absolute shit in their zone. They have no net front presence. They'll go and stand in front of their net and then not battle for it in any kind of physical way. They just kind of get their ass beat and they go, look, I'm doing something. It's battles on the board. You have to clear the puck. You can't give turnover after turnover after turnover in the offensive zone. Like, two leg parlay, Blues and Avalanche. Not bad. Last I saw, Winnipeg and Colorado were tied 1-1. Blues are up 1-0 on the Sharks in the third, so keep an eye on that. Oh, Avalanche are up 3-1. So you're good so far. It's really, I don't think Winnipeg is going to come back 3-1, but come back down 2 against the Jets. However, the Sharks can be little nasty fuckers. So that's the one you're going to have to keep an eye on. Dude, I know Cassidy's going to be the one to go, and Cassidy's not the problem. It's when you don't develop youngsters in your system, then you bring in old guys who aren't bought into your system. It's that simple. What did I just watch, dude? What a bullshit call. What a bullshit call. McDavid on the low dot. 10 seconds into the Oilers' man advantage, goes across the blue line to Bouchard, bringing it down towards the middle, back to the low dot. McDavid across the middle. Puck gets knocked away to the low point. Bouchard keeps it in, throws it at the net. McDavid knocks it down, or McNabb knocks it down. McDavid takes it around the net into the high corner, back to the high point, down to the high dot. McDavid across the ice, Picolson in the low circle, back to Bouchard up high, shot goes wide. McDavid recovers on the outside of the high circle, skates it in, passes it to the middle, and Nugent Hopkins trips on the puck as he ends up stepping on it. Jesper Wallstedt, yes. At this point, I don't really give a shit because it doesn't matter who our goalie is. We don't have a fucking team in front of them. We've got a couple of guys in the same jersey. It ain't a fucking team. But like I said, you sign a couple of guys that haven't been performing very well to these fat ass contracts. We're not going to be able to afford Dorofeyev. Carlson's still hurt, so you bring in a bunch of old guys. And like I said, that are like Nick Dowd coming to Vegas. That's a big time trade. Like, he's not going to come in and buy into the system right away. It's a lot to ask. Same with Cole Smith. Same with all the older guys that we just, even over the last couple of years that we've brought in to replace people. Right, Team Mobile Arenas, March 7th. Yep. Pass across, shot by Pagolson, gloved by Hill. I hate how Hill was a little too casual about that. Let's see. Wait. No, that's not. March 7th. We beat Pittsburgh March 12th. There wasn't even a game on March 7th. What are you talking about? Oh, 4-on-4. It's like my man. You can't just hit me with a stat like that. You got without fact checking. We didn't play on the 7th. We scored on twice on the 8th and 6 times against Pittsburgh. And hey, wait a minute. We won 4-0 against Chicago on the 14th. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it's a mistake, but that one's for you as well as the penalty.
Shame.
The Sports Now on YouTube has the dates wrong there. Yeah, we beat Chicago 4-0 on March 14th. Pittsburgh on 6-2 on the 12th. We scored 2 against Edmonton and 2 against Minnesota on the 8th and the 6th. So yeah, they definitely got that wrong. 25 seconds left on the 4-on-4, just under 5.5 to go in the period. Anderson collecting against McDavid. McDavid's just going to hold on to him, no penalty. With speed, Anderson shoots. Ingram makes the stop. Puck comes right back out front, but Oilers are going to be the ones to come away with it. Pass straight up ahead to McDavid. He tries to make a move, but loses the puck. And now we are Vegas on the man advantage. Eichel leaves it back. And Vegas has to go all the way back into neutral. Marner leaves it back for Eichel. He's going to retreat a little bit, try and look for some space. And Dorofeyev goes in on the low boards, leaving it back for Stone. He'll leave it back for Marner. Back down the wall to Eichel. Low baseline to Stone. Back around the low corner to Eichel. Up top to Marner. He shoots. No one knows where the puck went. I think I would have gone with the pass to Dorofeyev if I was Marner. Eichel goes from low boards to blue line over to Dorofeyev on the top dot. Behind the net to Stone. Trying to drag guys away. No space opening. Eichel goes into the corner. Stone moves in front of the net. Trying to work it out in front to him. Ingram makes the save off the tip. 17 seconds to go on the power play. 4:03 to go in the first. Who scored? Savoy. Assist from McDavid and Bouchard. Oh, fuck. No, sorry. I hit the wrong. That's on me. My bad. Y'all, good eye corrupted. Nobody else said anything. So we're all bad. Shame all of us. Hurdle gets the puck out high, but the power play is over. Stoney going across to Theodore, gets it, trying to work it down the high wall, but it is sent up and out. Stone all the way back, collects it. Resets it in neutral, but here comes Edmonton right back in. Into the high corner, Roslovic trying to come back up to the low point. Bouchard sends it across the blue line, straight to the middle, and it is swallowed up by Aiden Hill. Nugent Hopkins gets stopped from the blue line. I hate that these guys are saying, like, it was great. No. Murphy tried to lay a hit on Smith. I was happy, super happy, then confused, now sad. Hey, you know what, Corrupted? That's just stage one of waking up every day. You just explained my cycle of emotions every 34 seconds. So I'm with you, buddy. That actually is the Golden Knight. That's the Golden Knights way, man. Super happy, a little bit of confidence, little confusion starts to kick in, and then it's just, dude, fuck the Golden Knights, fuck the game of hockey. I don't like the sport. We're said it before, say it again. I'm to the point where I am borderline hoping the Knights don't make the playoffs, so that way I can just enjoy watching the playoffs. Don't care how everybody's doing. I have no emotional hedge, period. Just hockey. And, everybody knows damn well this is a very slanted Knights game, or Knights watch. So if the Knights aren't in it, it takes it out, except for Edmonton, Dallas. Well, really, Edmonton, Dallas, and Tampa. Because those three teams can still shove it up their ass. But besides that, I'm okay with whoever makes it. Edmonton defeated VGK 4-1 in the second round. Yeah, what happened in 2023, not 2025, asshole? Into the high corner. Jones gets it to the high point. Shot in on Hill, and he will cover it up. Again, if Edmonton's on a power play, you have to worry about them possessing in the zone. 5-on-5, shit. Not as much. Edmonton's more dangerous leaving the zone and trying to re-enter than they are from controlling offensively in the zone. Face off to the right of Hill. Will you drop the fucking puck, dude? Quick shot off the face-off, hits a body into the high corner. Puck around to the low boards. Jones trying to shovel it, can't go anywhere. He tries to carry it behind the net, cuts back towards the middle, and he loses the puck to Cole Smith, who makes a dangerous pass when he could have just hit the red line and dumped. But Murphy gets to the puck in the high corner of the Oilers zone, gets it around the net to Nurse. And Vegas actually putting on some good pressure before Anderson hits the ref with the puck. Holy shit. This is the second stream in a row. I just can't stop yawning, man. I'm so fucking tired. I don't know why. McNabb working up the center. Eichel through neutral. Pass all the way across to Barbashev. He pulls up gets it to Eichel, but Eichel was handcuffed. Man, I really wish we would just shoot the puck. Hill comes way out to get it into neutral, and Barbashev makes a great pass to get it to Eichel. Trying to work behind the net, takes a shove from Bouchard. Up to the point, Theodore down to McNabb, shoots, and it's fought off by Ingram to the back glass. Pass comes out to the point between Theodore and Eichel. Theodore collects it back in his own zone. Everybody getting some fresh skates, and Marner loses the puck just across the blue line. McDavid taking it to the net, but loses it wide. Back up to the low point. Roslovic to McDavid, then back to the point, and the puck gets lost, but only for a minute. Edmonton again takes it over at the blue line, and they lose it again. Dorofeyev gets it deep into the Oilers zone. Dude, these back and forths, into the zone, out of the zone, it fucking drives me nuts. In the high corner, Dorofeyev with the help of Riley Smith trying to break it loose. McDavid throws a cross check at Dorofeyev. But it's McDavid, so it was weak as shit and looked fucking goofy. Into the high corner, the puck gets dumped around to the low boards. McDavid takes a check from Hannafin and then grabs Hannafin's stick, but of course we won't worry about that. Murphy now at his own blue line passes it to the high boards, and it's dumped in and around. Hannafin gets there first, works it up the high wall, touch just towards the center, and the Knights make it through neutral before Howden loses it. Big hit, possible elbow. Everybody wanted to fight for a second before Edmonton realized who was on the ice. Now they don't want to fight. Dude, somebody just got blasted. I hope it was Murphy, and I hope it was an elbow that the ref missed, because fuck that piece of shit. That's a penalty. And that should absolutely be a penalty. And now one of the refs got hit in the face with something. Dude, this is why I fucking hate Edmonton. Worthless rat pieces of shit, just like every single one of their fans. That's Edmonton celebrates pride so much because their team is full of a bunch of fucking cocksuckers and bitches. Just get bent over. Fuck, I hate Edmonton. It's the end of the first period. That was a bullshit hit from the Oilers. Like, there was no penalty on the hit, so there's no penalty. And then dude comes and drops a high hit after the buzzer, just like Edmonton does. I'm going to have a smoke, dude. I hope I can't wait till the day Donnell Nurse gets clipped so hard he's never able to stand on his fucking skates again. Donnell Nurse shouldn't be allowed to bag groceries. He is a dirty piece of shit. Fuck, I hate it. Rough fucking first. It was, dude, but the end of that was horseshit. The penalty against Theodore was horseshit. And now, dog, look at Nurse sitting there doing all the blowing kisses. I hope that cunt gets his neck broken. I have no hesitation in saying that, dude. There ain't three people like Donnell Nurse, Evander Kane, Keandre Miller, and Matt Rempe. Those are three people that... No, see, that shoulder... No penalty, and then Dickinson's gonna come back and blow him up with a cheap shot well after everything's done. Punk ass bitches, dude. Rat pieces of shit. You know, it's funny. I was actually trying to be nice earlier when I was saying, like, I don't like Edmonton fans, but everybody's welcome. It's like, nah, if you're an Edmonton fan, keep it to yourself, because the second you say you are, we'll just kick you out and you can go find somewhere else to watch. I got no problem with it. Anybody who can be a fan of these rat pieces, these dirty pieces of shit, cool. Enjoy the game wherever it is you go to watch. I don't like you. I don't want to find out what kind of person you are to see if I eventually would like you. I'm good. Like, I'm trying to roll up my stogie and go, so I stop talking, because I'm just going to keep fucking talking shit on the worthless bastards. There is, like, I'm sorry. I don't care what's like. I don't care what team you're a fan of. There's two things we can all agree on. The NFL officials are absolute trash cans, and the Edmonton Oilers and their fans are pieces of shit, garbage fucking people. Fuck. I fucking hate this team with a passion, guys. We'll see what ends up happening. McDavid leaves Edmonton, so will all the fan base. Yeah, you're right, dude. All 437 people will stop watching when he leaves. He deserves to be buried in Edmonton. He deserves to be the best player that never lifts the only trophy that he'll lift every trophy except for the one that matters. I no respect for that shit. Like I said, I don't like it when Vegas does bullshit after the whistle. Luckily, you know, they got neutered about 4, 5. What are we at now? About 5 years ago, they got their nuts clipped, so they don't usually do a lot after the whistle. Never feels better than going back and watching McBaby cry to lose in back-to-back cups. It is good, dude. Nothing's better than McDavid losing the cup and having to come accept the Conn Smythe. Still one of my greatest memories in hockey. But hey, guys, I am going to take a minute. I need to chill out. I'm being way too bitchy right now. And now, granted, it's Edmonton. Fuck them. They deserve it. But I'm just being too much of an asshole. So I'm going to try and I'm going to burn one real quick. We're going to bring it. I'm going that way while the tone's coming this way. Let's see. We'll see you guys back here in a couple minutes. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, I usually have at least somewhat decent to listen to songs. What the fuck was that? Real quick, check on the poll. 71% Knights by one, 14 and 14 for Oilers by one and Knights by two or more. Demi, what up, buddy? Sorry for sorry to see that. Ooh. Stop fucking around, dickhead. I'm just kidding. Oilers by one or Oilers by two plus is probably the same. Probably the safe bet. Oh, there was a new bet. Okay. It looked like they were bouncing back and forth, so I was just being a smartass. But right now, the Knights just can't get their shit together defensively. They are absolutely terrible at controlling their puck in their zone, which is like, oh my God, no way. Like, the Oilers are doing their typical bullshit. I love this, Chad George. You're 100% right. It is just... ugh. 4 minutes to go on the intermission. Let's take a quick peek at some other game that might be worth watching. Oh, let's check out the Sharks and the Blues real quick. They're in overtime. We can get it live. Here we go. That can't be the actual feed, can it? It is the actual feed. All right. I'm trying to find... the Blues and the Sharks. What the fuck is going on right now? One of the feeds is completely useless. One of them, they're shot. Yeah, the feed is completely useless. That I've actually never seen that. That is wild. The stream is just a blob of shit. All right. Check the Caps and the Mammoths for a couple of minutes while we wait. See if this feed's actually working. Yep, here we go. Just over 5 minutes to go in the second. Shots are 22-15. Oh, wait, I forgot to check. Avalanche did beat the Jets 3-2. That's right. The Wild beat the Panthers in the last 4 seconds. I forgot about that. Delayed hook call on Utah. Let's see if they show the penalty. I would really like to watch the last minute of the overtime. Or let's see if I can find... I know it's not going to be as good of a feed, but like as close to real time, but let's see if we can find a feed for this. Because I do want to watch this overtime. All right, so they're at 1:10. They're actually under 50 seconds. I'm going to try and skip this ahead just a little bit as soon as I can. Dude, it's so far behind. When the one feed that I go to doesn't work, every other feed is so useless because it's so far behind. All right, this is a little, only about 20 seconds difference. We'll go with that. Celebrini in the zone takes pressure, and he's forced back the other way. Very careful not to lose the puck. Ooh. Kyrou just got put down hard against the boards. I would have thought something was a little holdy, grabby on that one, but apparently not. Buchnevich gets cut off on his way across the San Jose blue line with 20 seconds left. Celebrini into the zone, a diving play made, but pass to Orlov in the center of the ice. Shot misses wide. Broberg for St. Louis gets it all the way down. Holloway tries to make a move up front, and he roofs it. Holy shit, what a goal. The Blues beat the Sharks with moments to go in overtime. Wow, what a play that was. Who was that? Yeah, Dylan Holloway for the St. Louis Blues gets a streaking puck up the low board. St. Louis San Jose just loses track of where they are. And Holloway races down the ice, gets to the puck on the low boards, like way down by the baseline, comes off a cross and backhand roofs it. Where is that game? Who was in net for San Jose? Actually, I don't know because Nedeljkovic and Askarov are both listed. Great play by Broberg. And then he makes the pass up the boards that is just... San Jose has no gas left. They left their top guys on for way too long. So Holloway comes in way ahead of everybody else. That was impressive. Devils won. Shout out, Wink. There, let's get back to our game. Yeah, 4-2 over the Predators in Nashville. Good game over there. Let's see. So from what I saw, we are still even strength in Vegas. Yeah, Jonathan. So you got yours, right? It was Sharks you had St. Louis and Colorado, right? Blues and Avalanche. Yes, sir, Jonathan. Attaboy. Nice little two-legger there, my man, my man. Fuck, dude, I've been watching too much Peanut, dude. That shit's so addicting, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we're 2 minutes into the period, a little bit late, getting back to Vegas. Trying to check on something real quick. Whoop. Edmonton. So, yeah, even strength after what happened. Stoney gets taken down. Puck back the other way. As Edmonton controls in their zone. Oilers 17-3-3 when leading after one. And Vegas not doing well lately when going down one. Anderson gets the puck up the low boards. Kapanen shot gets stopped by Hill. Cross-check to Cole Smith. We'll just ignore that. Right in the middle of the ice, a cross-check to the numbers. Puck to the high corner. And Edmonton will work it out. Through neutral all the way down to Hill, who settles it for Korzak, but Korzak gets blasted. At least he made the play. Back the other way to the red line. Dorofeyev tosses it in. Riley Smith trying to chase it down. From the high corner, Martin throws it towards the middle, and Ingram will cover it up. Let me get my cheat sheet up. Oh, man. So just like every other time, we got it. We just have to score. That's all there is to it. It would be nice if Vegas could get a call. Don't see that happening. I mean, we had the one power play, but that was more than halfway 4-on-4. So I think that's 40 seconds. It was something. It was 4-on-4 for a while. All right. Face off to the right of Ingram. Mark, what's his name? Marner complaining to the line judge. Dude, the line judge has been very inconsistent with their puck drop. Anderson collects back in the Vegas zone. Up to Marner. Plays catch with Riley Smith. Riley Smith gets held by Hyman working through neutral. Again, not going to worry about it. From a hard angle, Hannafin puts it off of Ingram. Puck into the low corner. Murphy plays it behind the net for Nurse. All the way out and through neutral. Goods check on Hyman by Hannafin. Looking like a breakaway, but Hannafin just saving the day. Eichel into the low side of the Oilers zone, cutting back towards the blue line, gets it across the point. McNabb throws it to the high dot, right out front by Stone. Barbashev misses. Eichel follows up. Stone finds the loose puck. Goal. A lot happening all at once. Hannafin threw the puck from a hard angle. The battle continues. Vegas keeps it in the zone. Stoney crashing down on the high circle. Feeds it to Barbashev, who can't put it in. Eichel catches the Barbashev rebound and puts it off of Ingram's glove. Puck comes back around to the bottom of the high circle, and Stoney backhands it to beat Ingram for the goal. We are tied. For your Golden Knights. With his 22nd of the season, your captain, number 61, Mark Stone. With an assist from number 9, Jack Eichel. And a secondary assist from number 49, Ivan Barbashev. Puck up and out of play in the low corner of the Vegas zone. Just over 5 minutes gone in the second period. Shots are 12-8 in favor of Vegas in a tied 1-1 game. Stat check. 8 hits apiece in the first. Totaled out to 13 penalty minutes for Vegas and 11 for the Oilers. 0 for 2 on the power play for Edmonton. 0 for half a 1 on the power play for Vegas. Face off right about even. And Edmonton somehow has more giveaways than Vegas does. Shot on Hill, stopped with the left pad. Trying to work out on the high board. Cole Smith comes away with it. Pass up ahead for Nick Dowd to chase in behind Ingram. Up the high boards, Cole Smith back down into the corner. That's got to be a hooking. How is that not a hook? Dude. It does feel good, Jonathan, doesn't it? Man, I miss that horn. But man, it's Edmonton. We're used to this, but boy, what's it going to take for a penalty to be called against Edmonton? It was about as blatant of a hook as you can get on Nick Dowd in the high corner. Anderson works it up to Sissons, who goes out to the middle, knocked down by Lazon, a little too far ahead as he tries to chase it down to avoid the hand pass. Oilers collect from their territory. Cut off in the middle as they pass through neutral. Howden shoots. Ingram makes the save, up and out of play. 13:49 to go in the second. Shots at 13-9. Golden Knights. I miss the your captain. I love announcing Stoney, obviously. All right. Ooh, Mammoth, 45 seconds to go on the 46 seconds to go on the power play when they get back in the second. 3-3 against Washington in Utah. Again, Ducks and Flames still in second intermission, tied 1-1. And LA will have 23 seconds on the power play when they come back for first intermission in Vancouver, up 1-0 on the Canucks. Now may be a good time to check out tomorrow's games. The Red Wings and the Sabres may actually be a good game, like a really good game. And then the Blackhawks and the Rangers. Of course. Why is it? What is up with 1 4 o'clock game, 2 4:30 games, 2 4:30 games? Yet the other 2 days are stacked. Like, I'd like to stream every day in a row, but Ottawa and the Rangers I had zero interest. I figured Ottawa would kick the shit out of them. Like, it was no need to watch it. But they could have had one of these games that, like, whatever. It's good right now. They just choked a 3-1 lead. That's brutal. But Washington will do that shit to you. But see, like, why couldn't that game be tomorrow? Oh, dude. Saturday. Real quick, 7:30 p.m. Capitals are going to be in Vegas. Yeah. The wink, we saw that. Lost to the Islanders. Senators and the Lightning. We may have a doubleheader on Saturday. We may do man, I may go get a few beers and we just hang out the entire day and watch hockey. I'll just update the titles as we go, because there's some good games coming. I want to watch Ottawa and Tampa, and it has nothing to do with hockey. I just want to watch two teams beat the ever-loving shit out of each other for no reason other than pure spite. Puck all the way down to Hill, 6.5 gone in the second. Korzak backhands it up to the red line. Loose puck through the middle. Dorofeyev gets knocked down to the ice. Pass back to Dickinson. His shot hits a stick and goes up in the air as Hurdle shoves his ass to the ice. Dude, I want to, like, man, I just want to see, I want to see one of the new guys. I want to see Cole Smith or Nick Dowd just fucking rip it. George. It's tied up. Cheers, brother. Face off to the right of Hill. Eichel wins the face off. Puck behind the net. McNabb sets it back to Theodore. Back to McNabb and finally up and out of the zone. Eichel protecting the puck, working it ahead, and Barbashev puts it into the Vegas bench, trying to get it to Stoney. Just under 7 minutes gone. Shot in the second. Shots at 12-9. Back to the poll. 62% think Knights by 1. 12% think Oilers by 1. And 25% think Knights by 2. I love the confidence in this chat. Face off on the center dot. Eichel going against some prick. He's in an Oilers uniform. And Vegas eventually comes away with it. Into the high corner. Bouchard trying to work it back to Ekholm behind the net. Eventually does come out to Ekholm, and he's going to break it up ahead. Into the Vegas zone, just forced up against the high boards. Eichel steals the puck back, gets it to Stone, but good pressure the other way. And Stone falls down, trying to come back on defense. And it is an easy shot for McDavid as it goes 3-on-1 because fucking Stone fell down. I'm kind of curious to see why Stone fell down. I think he just tripped over his own skates. I want to see Mark Stone because it looked like Mark Stone got ran into. I guess they're going to call that incidental. I mean, Stone gets taken out of the play trying to go back on defense, but whatever. Icing on Vegas. We're coming back in front of Hill. Gotta love the game of hockey. It's Stone gets taken out of the play. Like, it's what are you supposed to do when the guy completely runs, or when the guy runs a pick play right in front of you? Shot from the high point off the faceoff. Hill makes the save into the corner. Thank you. We actually get a penalty, delayed penalty, as Anderson gives it to Marner in the corner. He'll chuck it ahead. And now finally Hill has left the fucking net. And Dorofeyev is going to enter. Vegas with the extra man in the empty net. Back to the high point, and it's out of the zone. We're just going to kill a whole bunch of time. Tripping penalty down in the low corner. I was surprised to see his hand go up. Into the zone goes Eichel all the way across top of the high circle. Hurdle works down. I wish he would have shot that puck. Gets it down to the high baseline. Eichel to the high point. Anderson back to Eichel. Towards the middle, and the shot ends up off the low boards. Vegas can't keep it in the zone. Anderson collects. 11-10 to go in the second. Still empty net, delayed penalty for Vegas. And finally, someone tried to make too much of a cute move, and the Oilers will touch it up. Hyman going to the box. 11:05. I don't remember if I said that already. 11:05 to go in the period. Shots are 12-10 Vegas. Yeah, Hyman reaches over, pulls his skates out from under him. He knew exactly what was up. Whoa. All right, Edmonton sends it all the way down to Hilly. Marner starts out. Goes high boards to Dorofeyev and in with Hurdle all the way around, trying to connect with Stone. And I believe Ingram touched it and knocked it up out of play. $43 seconds to halftime. Vegas needs something. And Hurdle gets kicked off the dot. Trying to keep an eye on the delay here so I can try and make sure y'all know real time versus my time. So far, this feed seems to be okay. Of course, now we're taking 48 minutes to drop the puck. All right, minute 39 on the power play, 10:43 in the second. 10:33. Good Lord. Just keeps getting worse. We're about 20 seconds behind. So with the stream delay, give it about 25 seconds. All the way back to Hill. Marner goes up the ice. Eichel across neutral. Gets passed on the low board. Somebody for the Oilers just fell down. Dickinson just fell down, tripping on the blue line. Pass up at the Stone on the baseline. Hurdle can't connect. Puck goes straight into the air. Eichel recovers just outside the high circle. Feeds it to Hurdle. It gets through to Dorofeyev, and Dorofeyev's shot goes wide. Marner collects. Dorofeyev gets it back to Marner. Down to Eichel on the high dot. Eichel puts it on Stone. Comes out front to Hurdle, and Hurdle puts it on Ingram, who covers it up. 50 seconds to go on the Golden Knights power play. 9:54 to go in the period. We got this. We got this. Face off to the right of Ingram. Won by the Oilers. Sent all the way back down to Hill. Marner gaining speed across the red line. He'll take it in. Kicks it to Stone. Back to Dorofeyev. Taking it down the low boards. He circles back to the blue line. Eichel. Back to Dorofeyev. Up to the blue line to Marner. Towards the net. Puck's loose up front. Nobody can find it. Sent back to the low point. Marner cannot keep it in, but he does enough to prevent a breakaway opportunity. Bouchard has it. Trying to feed it up front. Can't see who it was that was waiting there for the puck, but Vegas just got very lucky. And the power play ends for the Golden Knights. Back through neutral. McDavid circling. Hits middle and passes it up to the high boards. Trying to feed it with the backhand out front and misses everybody. Vegas loses it again. Pakolson takes it in the Vegas territory. Shot from out high. Hits a body into the high corner. Cross to the low point. Shot hits Anderson. And Stoney defends the puck and is able to knock it out. Out and down. It's taken down as he goes into the zone to find the puck. Edmonton. No, I got no words. Take the visual. Shot by Cole Smith goes wide. Recovered and sent to the net by Barbashev. Cole Smith goes wide again. Oilers recover from behind. Ingram toss it out ahead. Chased down into the Vegas zone on the low boards, but Theodore passes it ahead. Barbashev kicks it back to Sissons, trying to feed it across the middle. Goes into skates. Takes a hard cross check into the boards. Sissons gets it to the point. McNabb shots. Hits bodies up front. Nope, it made it through to Ingram, who's able to swallow it up. 7:40 to go in the period. Shots are 14-12 Vegas. Still, like, it's, in my opinion, it should have been I don't know who it was that picked Stoney, but it should have been an interference. There's no reason that shouldn't have been an interference. Here, give me a sec while we're at commercial break. All right. 2-1 in favor of the the Oilers. The dripping, sopping wet the Edmonton Oilers. I need a beat button. Because I'm not feeling in a very creative mood, so I just keep calling them what I actually think about them. Whatever. You can't score, you can't win, and Vegas just cannot score. At least we did get one. And then, again, a misplay at the blue line causes the puck to go the other way, but an absolute pick on Mark Stone that took him out of the play. It should have been an interference. Call it the Travis Kelce. I mean, just a blatant, obvious penalty pick play that doesn't get called. Face off to the right of Ingram. Dickinson beats Howden. Plug up the low boards of the Oilers zone, and Dickinson's able to get it up and ahead. Big shot from Myers goes wide. Collected on the low boards by Kapanen, but Vegas able to work it up and out of the zone only briefly. On the low boards, Howden's able to work the puck free, and Anderson at his own blue line goes low wall, hits Kolasar and dumps it in. Nurse there first. Working it up the low wall. Oilers get it clear across neutral, dumped in on Aiden Hill. Rebound to the low boards. Kolasar recovers. Trying to buy some time. He gets it up ahead. It's sent in all the way around to the high wall. Kept in for the moment by Vegas. Pass a little too hard to handle into the high corner. And the Oilers get out of their own zone, but it is an offside. 6:35 to go in the second. Shots are 15-13. Oh, good Lord, fellas. See, the thing is, when we talk about Vegas, I don't even know what the restructuring plan is because you've gotten rid of all our trades and all of our picks. So good old-fashioned Golden Knights management. Fuck, I cannot breathe through my nose. Face off to the right of Ingram, won by the Oilers. Knights keep it in down in the high corner. Dorofeyev feeds it under the net to Marner. Oh, sorry, that was low corner. Back up the high boards to the blue line. Anderson takes it in, gets forced wide as he tried to make a move to the dot. Puck comes free on the low wall. And as Dorofeyev tries to work it low, Vegas still battling for it. Edmonton eventually breaks free and launches it down the ice. Hanifin and Anderson back to collect. Anderson will come right in front of the crease and then go back behind his net. Waiting for the change. And up the ice they go. Barbashev takes it just across the red line, but can't break the zone. McDavid back the other way, leaves it for Savoy. Savoy taps it back, a little too soft for Ekholm, but Edmonton gets it deep. Just outside of the zone. Delayed offsides. Edmonton getting some fresh skaters. Barbashev gets it to Stone and Vegas enters. How is that not a hold? Fucking hell, dude. Good battle for it. Stone walking in uncontested. Makes a couple of moves. Backhand score. Could have died there. I ran out of oxygen. Mark Stone making an outstanding play at the blue line. Or on, yeah, right up high. Barbashev gets taken out of the play by Bouchard. I have no idea why it wasn't a penalty. But Stoney goes walking in uncontested, takes a hard slash, and beats the skate of Ingram. They did, Wink. It's about time. The captain is doing his captainly duties. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his 23rd of the season and his second of the game. On Hattie Watch is your captain, number 61, Mark Stone. 4:45 to go in the second period. Shots are 16-13. Golden Knights battle for the puck down the low corner. A cross check that again goes uncalled. I mean, when you can do whatever you want, Henrique just blasting old boy in the ribs there. Nurse turning up, and somebody just got put into the Oilers box. You love to see it. Anderson making the pass up ahead. Looks like there's a conversation happening in front of the Edmonton bench. We'll see if anything comes of it. Back the other way. Good play by Hanifin. Just absolutely bodying Szymanski. And the puck comes back down to the Oilers zone. Right back the other way. Szymanski. Kapanen. Leaving it back. Dickinson takes a shot that he'll fights off with the blocker. Dude, how are these not holds? Shot from the low dot. And now the Edmonton dude is going at it with the Vegas dude again, and it's horseshit. The refs need to do something about Edmonton, but they refuse to make the calls that need to be made. Like, the trippings, the fucking holds, the holding the sticks. It's unreal. In the low corner of the Vegas zone. Everybody fighting for it. It comes free. A quick shot and a score by Hyman. Like, I just don't understand what it's going to take for the clean hits, and you got guys sitting there. Edmonton oiling up your head. Dude, Edmonton is sucking the fucking absolute soul out of these referees because these are horse shit no calls. Like, dude, the shit that's been happening, like the second goal, Mark Stone got interfered with, completely took him out of any kind of defensive play. Like, it's just miss after miss after miss, yet they make up a call on Shea Theodore. Like, there was no call against Lazon at the end of the period. Dickinson goes and blasts the dude. All hell breaks loose, and it's even. Brother, I fucking hate Edmonton. Like, McDavid has held on every defensive attempt that he's made, and there's been no call. Either grab the stick or locked arms with the dude he's going up against. It's just unfucking real, the shit that's been happening. Nurse, cross check. The puck was gone when he just dumped Hurdle. Like, Nurse is just beating the shit out of Hurdle. Hurdle's trying to play hockey, but we're not fucking concerned about what we're third to. This is fucking hate this team, dude. Lazon shoots, fought off by Aiden Hill, and it is up and out of play. Right, wing. Dude, our home ice has never mattered once. And in fact, one of the things that used to piss me off before I realized people are just stupid is people would actually say that Vegas gets all the calls. And it's happening in a season where we had the least amount of penalties called on us and we had the least amount of power plays. And people are like, Vegas gets all the calls. It's like, all right, whatever. Yeah, we did, Jonathan. And then Edmonton came out and absolutely beat the shit. Not in a hockey way. Cross checks left and right, holdings left and right, trippings happening. None of this. Interference. Donnell Nurse is beating this cross check in Hurdle for 50 feet across the ice. And there's just, I'm so fucking annoyed, dude. That's why I hate Edmonton. Like I said, it doesn't matter that it's on Vegas ice. Edmonton is the Kansas City Chiefs. That's just, it is. Any football fan knows exactly what I mean when I say that. It's unreal, the shit that Edmonton gets away with. It's like, it's one of those, if you ever get a chance to watch, just straight up focus on McDavid while he plays. Just watch while he plays defense. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's not like it's a fucking questionable call that's getting missed. But we're going to be dealing with this shit in the playoffs, so it's if we make the playoffs. Like I said, I'd rather just not make the playoffs at this point. See, they're showing McDavid juking out a bunch of the Avalanche, but it's a little different when you have a guy take out one of the guys that's playing defense against you. .215 to go in the second. Face off to the left of Hill. Theodore able to chuck it up and out. Does not make the baseline. Ekholm collects. Takes it behind Ingram. Bouchard dumping it into the Vegas zone. Hill slows it down into the high corner. Theodore works it up the wall, and Howden sends it out. Or maybe, no, Stone sends it out. Eichel now. Racing in. McDavid. Putting pressure on. Eichel just leaves it on back. Gets it to Eichel. From Theodore over to McNabb. Back to Theodore. Back to McNabb. On Shalai on Hyman's goal. Well, it's because I'm pissed off. Like, he should have never had the chance to shoot it. It should have been, there were five. If I'm being realistic, there were 3 different plays that should have resulted in an extra man for Vegas. And it's just, no, but it's Edmonton that's doing it. So, like, I'm so pissed off. I'm like, what do you know? Here we fucking are. Rebound fought off by Hill. Set it right up for McNabb. But luckily, McNabb wasn't ready. Anderson into the zone. Yeah, I definitely had a lot more juice on Stoney's goal. Puck comes out, and Eichel able to keep it in, but then loses it on the high boards. We just hold on to the puck for too fucking long. Puck back down to Hill. 45 seconds left in the second period. Shots are 18-17. Vegas. Anderson dumps it in from the red line. Into the high corner. Murphy going against Dorofeyev. And of course, Dorofeyev gets some cross checks because Murphy lost his skates. I dare Murphy to be a little bitch about that because he went to lean against Dorofeyev and Dorofeyev just let him fall. Under 20 seconds. Oilers get it out and back to the Vegas zone. Theodore collects and takes it behind Hill. 8 seconds on the clock. Down the low boards, Lazon sends it in, and the clock will come to an end. All right, we are at intermission on this one. Holy fuck, I hate this. I hate this team so much. I really do. But we at least get a break from it because we're going to check out Utah and Washington. They should still have a couple minutes, right? Time to get Mark Stone. See you on the third. Hey, I took care of that in first intermission. But we'll see you soon, buddy. Versus Utah has turned into a good game. Yeah, I figured it would. Like I said, I was complaining because yesterday there were shit games. Tomorrow there's shit game. Well, Buffalo and who was it? Buffalo and Detroit might be a good game tomorrow. But when the choices of game are Ottawa and New York or Chicago and New York, and then you have a day that's stacked like today's been, man, it's so annoying. And then Saturday stacked, like probably go live at 10. May just end up spending the day hanging out. Because the first game I want to watch is 10 a.m. The last one's 7:30. Washington shooting. Oh, I can't tell who that is. Is that Ovi going wide? Utah with momentum, trying to work the puck across. Good defense by Strome to deflect it. 14:45 to go in the game. Shots are 25-21 in favor of Utah. Washington up 4-3. Utah getting it out of their zone into neutral and getting stopped and sent right back down the other way. Again, Utah works right back through, trying to feed it up ahead, going back door. Good defense prevented that opportunity. Across the blue line, a swing and a miss. Everybody's kind of flopping on the puck. And the passes from the Capitals the last minute that I've been watching have been very, very much to a zone and not to a man. So we'll see. Here we go. Washington heading back in. Bavelier gets around as the D-man. Vejmelka comes way out. Washington ends up scoring. I think that's Vejmelka in net for Utah. And now it is 5-3 Washington. Nope, it's Vanacek in net for Utah. The rest are freaking blindfolded, George. Buddy, like I said, man, all I can do is... You know what I mean? Unfortunately, the officials are absolute dog shit, man. And it is the most annoying thing about professional sports right now is the officiating. Because it is terrible. It doesn't matter where you look. College football, the NFL, the NHL. I don't even watch basketball, but I know how dog shit everything about that is. Schmidt makes the pass up ahead. Utah's going to enter the zone. Nope. Small's going to get a stick on it. And icing on Utah. What other games going right now? Ducks and the Flames and the Kings and the Canucks. You know what? I got to check in on my boy. I haven't watched Zach Whitecloud play, I don't think, since he's been traded. Just too heartbroken, man. How dare our pieces of shit that they call managers think that Rasmus Andersson was better than having Zach Whitecloud. He was up there in being our best defenseman. He has the experience. He was young enough to have the skill, but no. We want Korzak and Rasmus Andersson to play with Shea. Give away Shea Theodore. Fucking hell. Flames trying to work it out of their zone. Carlson puts up a good fight on the low boards. And there's another Carlson who just took a stick up to the face as he took a check up by the point. I don't think they made a call. 5 minutes to go in the third with the Flames up 2-1. Ducks attacking. Finally, Calgary gets it cleared into neutral, and in goes Anaheim on the low boards, and we got a penalty. Shot on net. Stopped by the Flames. So they're going to miss the high check up at the blue line, but call some bullshit penalty. I didn't even see the penalty. Let's see what was called. They haven't listed it yet. All right, let's check the other one. LA and Vancouver. Why not? Oh, you know what? Give me a sec. Give me 1 sec because I just realized. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I go take care of some. LA has 30 shots. Vancouver has 11. One of the Canucks went down. Panarin was kind of hacking between his legs looking for the puck. One of the Canucks goes down. Panarin just goes like this with a smile. Looks one way. There's no ref. So the play's still happening. So he looks the other way, sees the ref. The ref doesn't have his hands up. So then he goes back to playing. And that was just funny as shit to watch for some reason. Because Panarin's like, this fucking idiot fell down on himself, on his own. Like, y'all know that, right? That was just funny. I forgot that this game was almost over, and that's why I wanted to watch it. So we're going to go back to Calgary and Anaheim. We're going to try to go back to Calgary and Anaheim. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, so far so good. Here we go. Ooh, deflected puck and then the rebound. Good save, but not good enough to save a hard angle rebound. So we are tied at 2 in Calgary. 3:13 or yeah. We'll go off the game clock that I have. 3:30 to go in the third. This could end up being an overtime situation, but let's see if somebody can pull off the Minnesota miracle that happened earlier today after Florida tied it up with the empty netter with a minute 24 to go in the period. 3.8 seconds on the clock. Minnesota goes up by 1. And they end up winning it. So let's see what we end up with here. Hopefully, whatever happens, they tighten this shit up by the time we get back for the third. I was excited to have a 6:30 start, man. It's like, okay, cool. I'll be able to go to the gym at like 9:15, 9:30. But then Minnesota and Florida played, so we didn't get puck dropped till 6:45. So it's like, all right, 10 o'clock it is. Yay. Face off to the right of, is it Dostal in that for Anaheim? Because I don't think it was Wolf, right? No, yeah, Cooley and Dostal, right? No, Hustle. Husso? Hustle? Do the hustle. Okay. Pay me. Fucking sit here and treat me like a fucking common whore. I am a well worth it middle class, middle cost horse, sir. Fucking the disrespect I get in my own chat, man. Do I look like a legless, armless peanut playing video games? No, I do not. There are places for that. .235 to go in the third. Calgary's actually getting a power play. This could get interesting very fast. No, they're not. Wait. Is it an Anaheim power play? What the fuck I could have sworn I just watched Duck go to the box. What just happened? I guess it was a weird angle shot because no, there's no penalties. What the fuck just happened? Whatever. So am I seeing Zach Whitecloud? I do not. I haven't seen him yet. I don't even know what number he is, to be honest. 28. He's not on the ice yet. But that's actually why I'm checking out Calgary. I haven't watched him play yet. I'm very like I said, I haven't seen him yet, but I'm still fucking pissed off about trading Whitecloud for Anderson. So I've avoided watching Whitey play. Once Alex Martinez left, White Cloud became my favorite defenseman. Back out to neutral. Mata getting it up ahead. A minute and 35 seconds to go in the game. Still got about 3 minutes to go on the power play. There he is. Forcing a shot wide as Cooley makes the save. White Cloud trying to come back out to the top of the circles. He has to retreat behind the net. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, it's he's Whitey's my boy, man. Always has been. I liked him right off the bat. And his last 2 seasons, he started to hit. He started to get aggressive and pissed off. He started playing with controlled emotion, and I loved it, man. When he started getting mad and dropping shoulders, I was like a kid that can't. I couldn't be happier. So you got a block shot on here. And now our big beautiful boy is in Calgary, where I honestly don't think he'd be too happy to go get to Calgary if he didn't already win the cup. But I got to assume it's closer to home for him. So I mean, he seems happy. Fucking feel like I'm talking about my ex that left me. But it is what it is. Calgary dumps into the Anaheim zone from neutral, goes off to get a change. Deflected pass as Anaheim tries to work out of the zone. Calgary just overplays it a hair. Anaheim dumping it back around Cooley. Whitey gets down in that high corner and collects the puck. 25 seconds as he makes the pass ahead. Calgary dumps in from the red line to the low corner. Oh, a little shove. You got to like that. Anaheim recovers the puck, though. Kept in by Frost at the low point. Calgary had it for a moment, but now Anaheim's going to go the other way with 3 seconds. Good pressure to break off the puck, and they are going to overtime. Shit. All right, so we'll have to keep an eye on that score as the Golden Knights and Edmonton are about 45 seconds away from coming back for the third period. Recheck in, and we're sitting at the same 62% in favor of the Knights by 1, 12 in favor of the Oilers by 1, and the Knights by 2 or more as 25% percent. Okay, that ain't good. Why would the period be starting in 2 minutes and 50 seconds on that clock, but on this clock it says it's starting right now? Somebody's clock is fucking wrong. Because there's no way this feed went from perfectly on time to 2.5 minutes behind. I don't believe it. So I'm not sure which timer is fucked up here. Checking all the feeds. 2 out of 4 work. The rest of them are shit. Well, this isn't good. Let's see. Hopefully, I mean, it's still saying no puck drop yet on the app. Dude, Murphy's such a punk bitch, dude. And then look at Nurse. I didn't realize that Howden went after Nurse because Nurse was going after Colasar while Colasar was engaged with the guy. The guy's got his arms locked up, and Nurse is sitting there punching away at Colasar. That's why him and Howden got tied up. It's the dirty piece of shit. He won't fight Colasar straight up. I mean, he showed that. All right, so it looks like the app timer was well ahead. Yeah, see, that first goal was a good shot by Savoy, and Hill was screened by his own guy. Else has Stone getting a hat trick, Hurdle finally getting a goal in Vegas winning. Brother, I love it. I love the way it sounds. I have more faith in Stoney hat tricking than Hurdle getting a goal. But if Hurdle's finally able to get a goal, then I think, yeah, we get both. Hurdle gets one, and then Stoney hat tricks the open netter. Vegas into the Oilers zone. Colasar showing a little bit of aggression. I like it. Watch the game turn quickly. It turned very quickly, dude. I changed it when it was 5-3. I just noticed it was 6-4. Still some hope for the Mammoth, but yeah, just one of those got to keep an eye on. Also got to keep an eye on the score to see what happens in overtime in Calgary with Anaheim and the Flames. Yep. There we go. Hey, I got that. It's going to sound like shit, but puck into the Edmonton zone, but not very far. Bouchard takes it off the low boards. Back down the other way. McNabb. Get Timmy. Like, it does sound good. Sweet. I was worried it kind of sounds rough. I can only find one video that was decent. That's the best quality that you can get. And I had to do some funny stuff with it, but it worked out. So I'm glad. Right on. Into the high corner. Barbashev meets Savoy, and Vegas comes away with the puck, but giveaway Shea Theodore puts it right on the stick of McDavid. Luckily, Eichel is there to bail him out. And McNabb will toss it behind the net to Theodore. Roslovic and Hyman with the forward pressure. Pass goes up ahead, and Marner enters the zone. Towards the net, body in front. Hurdles was not able to tip it towards the net. And that comes up out of play. They're saying that it was tipped, so 2 minutes gone in the period. Did it always, I say it so many times every season, it cracks me up that people buy seats behind the bench because you can't see a fucking thing. You're looking through multiple panes of glass over the players, trying to get past the coaches, the sticks on the bench, the equipment manager. Puck sent into the Oilers zone, collected and sent right back out the other way. Calgary and Anaheim have 1:09 to go in overtime, and Capitals up 6-4 on the Mammoth with 6 minutes to go in the third. Little bit of catch, and Korzak makes the pass up the ice, and Vegas gets into the zone. Ingram from behind his own net makes the pass. Howden almost cuts it off. But the Oilers are going to get out with it. Trying to come back the other way, but good pressure from Jones shuts that down. 3 minutes gone in the period. Murphy makes the pass to the high boards, and Jones is in against Korzak. Jones goes down. Little dramatically, if I might say. Puck comes in on net. How is that not goaltender interference? Jones just skates right it. Dude, he's holding him. Ref, he's standing right in front of you, literally holding Lazan. Or who the fuck was that? Unbelievable. Puck goes back the other way. Hill misplays it, and now he's in danger. Puck's loose in front, and McNabb's able to at least knock it away momentarily. McDavid gets into Bouchard at the point. Good stick by Stone to knock it away. Barbashev leaves it for Eichel. He's in with Stone behind him, trying to go behind the net, getting it to the center. McNabb gets the shot off, but he hits Bogolzin straight in the stomach. Puck all the way back down to the Vegas backboards. Theodore passes it off to McNabb and up ahead, but it's stopped on its way to Kolasar back in the Vegas zone. Down to Theodore, to Kolasar, up to Cole Smith, and into the Edmonton zone. And we have a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I honestly have no idea why they blew this call dead, or this play dead. Holy shit. I need to wake up, dude. I'm gonna fucking crush myself when I go tonight. 4.5 gone in the third. Down on the dot to the left of Hill. Drop the fucking puck. Good Lord. Out of the zone, off the face-off win for the Oilers. Hill will play it over to Anderson, who goes up the high boards, and now Cole Smith is in. Shot. Sorry, that was Dowd. Nick Dowd was in. Shot from the bottom circle, swallowed up by Ingram. 15:22 to go in the game. Ducks are on a power play with 40 seconds to go in the period. We might as well bring that one up. Right? I mean, we might. Let's see it. With 30 seconds, Calgary's able to get it cleared. Anaheim entering in on the low side. Oh, shit. Okay. Puck comes out. Edmonton takes it. A pinch down attempt by Hanifin. That was a risky play, but it works out. And there's a hand pass call. And Hurdle's pissed. I love it. Big shot, and Anaheim scores. 1 second left on the clock in overtime. And Anaheim beats Cooley to win it. What a finish. That is the second game that was ended with less than 4 seconds on the clock. Minnesota beating Florida after they tied it up with 3.8 on the clock. And the dude who committed the penalty, very slow to get out of the box. I'm very curious to go back and see the penalty that they called on him. That is a rough way to go. Oh, yeah. I'm not end poll because I'm not having any more people coming in voting when it's all said and done. All right, back to Vegas. Anderson entering in on the low boards, works towards the middle, passes, shot by Hurdle, hits the post. Marner holds up, and then his shot goes off a skate. Puck ends up at the high point. Pass to the top of the high circle. Hurdle's pass back to Marner, gets stuck. Anderson puts it into the skate of the man in front of him. A lot of really looking good dog shit right there for the Golden Knights. Marner gets in, leaves it back for Hanifin. Up back into the corner for Marner. And nobody's home. Theodore's going to chase back 3-on-1, and it is 4-2. Edmonton. No, Hill actually made the save against Savoy. How about that shit? Vegas is going to ice it. 13:49 to go in the third, but unreal. Aiden Hill made a save when it counted. Of course, Savoy fucked that opportunity up. But man, Aiden Hill made the save. The cross back to Savoy. Somebody up front made a defensive play. I don't know if it was Barbashev or Theodore. Of course it wasn't Theodore. He's a defenseman. Barbashev making a great stick play. Oh, a good little touch. And now Vegas has a 2-on-1 opportunity. Barbashev and Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev tries to go 5-hole. Barbashev follows him up and he scores. Why didn't it go? Where's my, there we go. Barbashev made a great pass to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev puts it off the blocker, and like a fucking genius, Barbashev follows up the puck to play the rebound. We are tied 3-3 with 13:39 to go. 1 sec. Oh, wow. Like we talked about that before. Go figure. Go figure. When you follow up a shot by crashing the net instead of crashing the side, things work out. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his 21st of the season, number 49, Ivan Barbashev, with an assist from number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev, and a secondary assist from number 27, giveaway Shea Theodore. All right, back to it. Oilers clear all the way down. They're going to have to speed up. It goes on to Hill, so Theodore's going to have to make a play. Sissons leaves the zone with it, cuts to the middle, tries to backhand into the high corner. Oilers grab possession. Bouchard plays catch with his man in the high corner. Ekholm back to Bouchard. Cuts across to the middle, and he is cut off by Sissons, who goes for a change. Savoy in down the low side. Pass all the way around to the high board, into the high corner. Down to the low corner, Savoy able to get it to the center, but Colson cannot get a shot off. Good defensive sticks by the Golden Knights from neutral. Ekholm will blast it in from the top, or from outside the high point, but it is offsides. It looked like they were pointing to the dot inside the zone, so I don't know. The Donnell Nurse is such a bitch. That could be louder. I mean, the audience clapping could be louder, way louder. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to go and remake it. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Shout out, George. I didn't realize. I must have turned that one down on accident while I was trying to turn down something else. Good looking, brother. Good looking. I wonder how long it's been that quiet, because that definitely shouldn't be that quiet. All right, real quick. Capitals are now up 7-4 with 5 seconds to go. That had to be an empty netter on the last one, and it was for Ovechkin. Kings up 3-0 on the Canucks. And for the day, let's hit this rapid fire round with the whistle. Canadians over the Blue Jackets in Montreal 2-1. Penguins over the Senators in Ottawa 4-3 in a shootout. Kraken over the Lightning in Tampa 4-3 in overtime. Wild over the Panthers with a score in the last 4 seconds of regulation to win 3-2 in Florida. Islanders over the Stars 2-1 in New York. Who doesn't love that? Flyers 5-1 over the Blackhawks in Philly. We just watched the Blues win, or we didn't just watch, but we watched the Blues win it in overtime against the Sharks 2-1. Devils over in St. Louis. Devils over the Predators 4-2 in Nashville. Avalanche over the Jets 3-2 in Winnipeg. And the Ducks with 1 second, 1.0 to go in overtime. The Ducks win it 3-2 over the Flames. But we are back to the only game that matters. Unless Edmonton wins, then this is a stupid game and nobody wanted to fucking watch it anyway. Face off in neutral, won by the Cans. Pass up ahead on the low boards and into the Vegas zone. Dickinson going against Kolasar. Vegas able to fight the puck back out to neutral. 9 minutes gone in the third. Shots are 23-20 in favor of Vegas. Tied up at 3-3. Puck comes out to neutral and floats for a moment before it's picked up by Nick Dowd. Back to the VGK dots. Lazan waits for the change. Gets it up to Eichel. And away he goes. Tossing it in. Stoney trying to work it down the wall. Edmonton goes right back the other way. Watch the back door. Good job, Stone. Taking the stick away. Shot still comes on Hill. And Hill takes it like a champ right on the chin. Good save for the Golden Knights goaltender. Jesus Christ, that was way harder to say than I thought it would be. Yeah, Nugent Hopkins puts it on net. It's an easy glove save for Aiden Hill, but he drops it like the muff he is. Aiden Hill's been playing really good. I know everybody blames him for 3 goals on 3 shots. That was not Aiden Hill's fault. I'll give him shit for one of them, but even then, it's like 60-40, not 40% his fault, 60% the waste of skates in front of him. But like we need Hilly to tighten up. And again, dude, the piss poor defense in front of him has absolutely cost him. All right, Marner on the dot against. Fuck this. I can't see. I hate this view because I can't see numbers. Like, it's a kick-ass view from behind the net, but you can't see anything. Emerson gets it into the high corner of the Oilers zone, and it's sent right back down to Hill. He passes it up to the high wall, and it's back out, but sent right back in on Hill. And Hill has to fall down trying to make the play on it. Vegas just floppy and sloppy. Passes not being caught. Ooh, Ekholm. That's got to be a hold. Vegas still able to get ahead. Dorfeev tries to stop. How is that not a penalty? And shot goes on from the high dot on Hill. Stop. Back up to the blue line. Bouchard gets it to McDavid. Back up to Bouchard. A shot goes wide and behind the net. McNabb is just going to send it all the way back down the other way, and we'll have an icing in the Vegas zone. How the hell is that not a holding? Ekholm got beat down the wall, so he grabbed onto dude's arm and straight up spun him. Like, if you're, how you call the Theodore penalty a hooking, yet you don't call that a hold or a hook is unfucking believable. Ekholm straight up as he's falling, reaches up, grabs dude's arm and spins him around and stops him from moving forward. Nah, good defensive play. The Kansas City Oilers right here. Or the Edmonton City Chiefs. Bouchard at the blue line gets it down low to Nugent Hopkins, who goes into the corner to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins has it from a hard angle, goes off the outside of the cage. Battle for it in the corner. Back up to the low point. Bouchard cannot keep it in. 9 minutes to go in the period. Puck back in on the high wall of the Vegas zone. Vegas is going to be able to make the play, but they dump and change. Hopefully they make a fast-ass change because Edmonton's coming right back in. Up the high boards. Jones has it poked away, and Barbashev flips it down the ice. And it is an icing. Vegas is going to get fucking dunked on, dude. This is just... Well, no, I'd have more... Actually, I've had more concern. If we were controlling and not in the Oilers zone and not scoring, then I can guarantee you a breakaway the other way. Right now, we're on our heels, trying very hard not to lose. We're trying to keep fresh skates on. So even in moments of momentum, we're icing the puck, trying to get these rested skaters, and yet icing, so they got to come right back on the ice. We're pressing, we're panicking. And then these these line judges refuse to drop the puck, and then they finally drop the puck and like, no, let's do it again. Fucking hate, and I hate these officials so much. I need to know who the young cat is because he's a waste of fucking oxygen. I don't. Oh, yeah, it is. No, so it's Justin K because Wes McCauley's the other official. I should have known that. Dude, I didn't realize we had Wes McCauley on the ice. That fucking explains everything. When you see TJ Luxmore or Wes McCauley Calkin, you know it's fucking, you're in for a rough night. Good defensive play in front of the net. Everybody's going to be bitching about that one, I'm sure. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. And now Edmonton coming out good. Poke check by Riley Smith. And hurdles back in on the low side. He stops up, looks for an option, gets it to Riley Smith. Tries to swing it around the boards, but is cut off. Puck comes out to the low dot. Hurdle had a quick shot opportunity. It's Tavares too. Oh, Donnell Nurse. Hey, you go back to the end of the first period and watch my opinion about Donnell Nurse. Something. The next time we play Edmonton, I'm gonna have something for Donnell Nurse. Just wait, dude. If it gets clipped, it'll get me in trouble on Twitter. Otherwise, it's gonna be funny as fuck. I promise you. Donnell Nurse is liked about as much as the new Snape is. Play them at Edmonton April 4th. I'll have something by then. I promise you, I'll have something by then. Which, dude, I don't know if you're on X at all. That's the only social media I use is X and YouTube. Bro, the memes about the new Snape are the I haven't on X and it's scam word. Yeah. I haven't laughed this hard in a while, bro. All the memes that are getting made. Holy shit, it's funny. And then the reaction every time someone gets pissed off about stuff because people are, they like, people change the source material. These people say that's stupid. Then these people act like teenage girls and freak out at these people. It's the funniest shit in the world, dude. It's fucking hysterical. And I spent all day yesterday, like I think it was yesterday when it dropped, maybe the day before. I spent all day scrolling through just laughing my ass off, bro. So fucking funny. Like I said, I swear to God, as rage baity as that app is, I will never get rid of it because it delivers gifts. Shit is so fucking good. And then, I mean, it is in my opinion at least, but I'm like I dig the Nerdrotics and drink Critical Drinker and EFAP crew with Mahler and them. Like, so to be fair, I'm a little biased, but yeah, that shit's funny. We're gonna make the most source accurate Harry Potter you've ever seen. Oh yeah, by the way. It's just that shit's just funny to me. I have zero interest in any pop culture, but that shit is fucking funny. All right, so we win this one. We jump back into second place. Anaheim's running away with it at this point, so we really need these 2 points. They keep saying that Edmonton defeat VGK 4-1 in the 2025 playoffs. Yeah, what happened in 2023? What happened then? What happened in the rest of the 2025 playoffs? Oh, yeah, they lost to Florida. It's the Florida we beat. Fucking punk ass ESPN bringing up bullshit stats. Yeah, and we won the cut. Exactly. It's like bringing up bullshit stats. I don't want to hear it. Puck back behind Hill, work to the low point. Murphy shoots, and Hilly stops it, but doesn't glove it. Marner's able to pass it up ahead, and out goes Vegas. Anderson, high road, gets it into Hurdle. Oh, remember that one dude who was the Kings and Oilers fan? Oh, yeah, the totally real, not completely fucking made up bullshit. That I to this day, I believe somebody that comes in the chat regularly wanted to look good talking shit to them. So they created an account to come and talk shit and then defend against themselves. I truly believe that. I don't know who. I don't know which. I mean, I'm sure there at least somebody that stops in here is an absolute dork and would do that because the Utah GOAT or whatever fucked up and didn't switch accounts before they commented. Think we go into overtime? I hope so, man. We need a point. But at the same time, we don't want to give Edmonton a free point if we can beat them beforehand. But I don't know. I think Edmonton's putting too much pressure on us. I think they're going to score. Shot. Saved by Hill. He goes backwards. You get a stoppage. I think he took that one right off the face and it busts the strap loose. Ekholm shot right there in the face. Knocks him down to the ice and busts his strap loose. Nah, it's like I said, I get more nervous when Vegas is dominating offensively without scoring because that means it's a matter of time before all of them start crashing in and puck goes the other way. Our defensive guys are too deep and it's a breakaway. The fact that Vegas is kind of back on their heels is almost as worrying, but not quite, because that means they're being a little more patient. Unfortunately, it means they're giving Edmonton way too many opportunities, but they're being a little patient. The problem is they can't be patient into 3-on-3. Like we need to get this in regulation. We can't give them a point, and we need to. We don't want to end this tied with anybody or down one when we should have won it. But we've been too passive in the late in the third period. Since we tied it up, we backed down off of going into their zone and being and not even offensively aggressive, being offensively present. Scared, heart beating fast. It's just hockey. Always remember, it's just hockey. Guaranteed game. I know we got the Canucks coming up soon. Should be a free one. Yeah, that's a dangerous way to think, brother. But you're right. But that's a dangerous way to think. That's on Monday. Vancouver on Monday. Our next game is Saturday, 7:30 p.m. in Vegas against the Capitals, the Washington Capitals. So keep an eye out for that one. That's going to be a great game. And then tomorrow, I might stop in for the Red Wings and the Sabres, but I'm really not too interested in it. And I sure as shit ain't watching the Blackhawks and the Rangers. But on Saturday, I may pop in at 10 a.m. for the Senators and the Lightning. We got the Caps. Like I said, the Caps at 7:30. Dude, the Ducks play the Oilers at 12:30. Wild play the Bruin at 3 or at 2. Stars and the Penguins at 2. We may just hang out all day and watch hockey Saturday. I'll go buy a couple of cheap tall boys. Is that Voodoo? Shout out to Burnt Peanut. Voodoo Rangers are 2 for tall boys are 2 for $6 at Albertson. So that seems like a pretty good enjoy a couple of drinks on a Saturday off the top of the glass, and then puck comes back into play. Bouchard beats Riley Smith back to it. Icing on the Knights. 4:36 to go in the third. Shots are 27-23 in favor of Edmonton. Vegas was winning till about 10, or Vegas was ahead on the shots till about 10 minutes to go in the third period, and then they have stagnated. The shots, as I remember, are about 8-1 in the past 6-7 minutes of hockey. Drop the fucking puck. Roslovic against Eichel. Eichel wins it. Dorofeyev gets to it, and it's out. Riley Smith now in a foot race against Jones. But Oilers come away with it. Puck to the low boards, and Roslovic will dump it in. Up to the high boards. Sissons gets absolutely wrapped up and passes it to a white stick, unfortunately. And a shot comes in from the high point well wide. Jones cuts off the clearing pass. Good hit. Eventually, I don't know who that is. Is that Howden? It was Howden. Made a good hit and then eventually fell over. Someone just lost a stick. I have no idea what's going on this battle in the high boards, but fuck. Keep your fingers crossed, believe. Oh, yeah. Any good luck charm you have, now's a good time. My good luck charm doesn't show up much anymore. A's on Blaze, I'm looking for you. Marner turns it around in front of Hill. Makes the pass up to the high boards. I can't see who this is. This feed is so shit. Puck up to Hanifin. Across the red line, fed to the center. Barbashev looking. No, that's Hurdle forced into the corner. Marner passes to the bottom of the high circle. Shot goes up and over. Great attempt, but misses the net. Or Ingram made the save. Murphy now going after Hurdle after Hurdle put him on his ass. Hanifin knocks the puck back into the corner. Hurdle gets wrapped up by Nurse. I guess hookings and holdings don't exist if you're wearing an Edmonton jersey. Good move by Eichel, trying to circle back around, and he loses it. Tried to make that extra play. I don't know if anybody, guessing nobody was home at the low point. 2.5 to go in the third. Shots 27-24 in favor of Edmonton. Now Nurse and Murphy hold it, waiting for the play to get set. Back to Murphy. And back to Nurse as he gets out of the zone. Up to the high board. Stoney putting on the pressure. He dumps it in from the red line to the low corner of the Vegas zone. Fought by McNabb, and he's able to get it up to Barbashev, but not out. Turned right back over. And McDavid couldn't get a good stick on that shot. Puck up ahead. Barbashev has a chance. Ingram makes a great play coming way out of the crease to shut down Barbashev as he came in on the low boards. But Golskin sends it back around Hill. Hyman battling against Anderson. Trying to get it up the high boards. He cuts back towards the center of the ice. Good stick, knocks it away. Bouchard keeps it in at the low point. His shot hits Howden. Loose puck. And just barely cleared by Barbie as he gets past Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins takes it back into his own territory. Leaves it for Bouchard, who passes it up ahead to Roslovic. In with speed. Shoots it from outside the low dot. Tipped up and out of play. 74 seconds left in the third period. Shots again, 27-24 Edmonton. Hannafin just waited too long, dude. It's like, how is that not a hook by Bouchard? What? It's unreal what Edmonton has gotten away with this game, dude. Like, I'm going to have to save the feed and go back, and I will make a fucking montage. It'll play for the entire 12, just this game alone, of missed calls. It'll play for the entire 12 minutes I go outside to have a smoke. It's unreal. Face off to the left of Hill. Savoy against Eichel. Eichel wins it. Eichel doing good this game against Savoy with those. And now Eichel into the zone. Circles around. Shot from the bottom of the high circle. Stopped by Ingram. Up and out to neutral. McNabb gathers it. Over to giveaway Shea. Back to McNabb and up the low boards. And an errant pass by Marner. Dude, Marner, either make the pass or don't. He hesitates, and then the pass goes half a mile an hour. This feed just went to shit. Like, dude, I can't see a thing. I need a stoppage. 37 seconds into the low corner. Is that Dorofeev just getting taken down in the corner right there? Puck back the other way with the Oilers all the way from a hard angle. Shot on Hill gets knocked up and out of play. What the fuck just happened to this feed? Okay, I can at least see now. Dude, that went straight up like open your eyes in the ocean type of blurry. Oh, that hurt. But we're good. 24.7 seconds left in the third. Tied 3-3. Face off to the right of Hill. Sissons wins it. Anderson takes the high road out of the zone. Swatted down by Ekholm, collected by Vegas. Howden able to tip it across the blue line. 10 seconds on the clock. Ekholm waiting. 5 seconds. He's just going to kill it. And now trying to make a play as it counts down to 0. And we are going to overtime. Where was it? Where was that question? Yes, Jonathan, I think we're going to overtime. Glad I can answer. Glad I can help you out, buddy. It's not good when we're going against Edmonton, but it is what it is. I'd rather have 1 point than no point. That fucking sucks, though. So we either stay 2 behind. Wait. Yeah, we're either 2 behind or tied up. At least we got a point, right? We haven't had a good history with overtime. You don't say. Hey, man, we've gotten lucky before. We get lucky again. The fact that we made it to overtime, the way that we've been playing to make it to overtime with Edmonton, that's good. The fact that Edmonton was allowed to absolutely fucking I got to be careful with YouTube. They made very unwanted advances in a sexually aggressive nature. And when the guy said no, they said shut up and beat them with a rock. And the referees were like, yeah, that's hockey. It's like, it's no. We get some 3-on-3, we do. It'll be about 9 seconds with the 3-on-3, but it's like, unless, like, Hill's going to need to make, now is where Hill needs to become a playoff level hockey. God damn, I can't talk, dude. Sometimes words and thoughts and speaking is very difficult. But if Hilly can make a miracle stop or two, then we have a chance. Face off won by Edmonton, taken into Oilers zone by Bouchard. Gonna be Bouchard, Savoy, and McDavid. Savoy coming up the ice with speed. In on the low side. He beat Theodore, but Theodore recovered pretty well. Forces him outside behind the net. Kept in Bouchard. The high point, and it's taken out. McDavid recollects in neutral. And Eichel playing man on McDavid. I love it. Bouchard going all the way back to between his circles, and he'll bail out behind Ingram. Vegas getting a change in. McDavid up. Good play. Giveaway. Shea Theodore actually does something useful. Eichel back the other way. Stoney trying to get. He got tackled. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. Holy shit. I didn't think they were going to call it. Wes McCauley. God damn. I guess blind squirrel finds a nut someday, don't it? Shame, baby. Shame, baby. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Let's go. All right, sorry. That means the Golden Knights are on the NV Energy Power Play. Face off to the right of Ingram, won by Vegas. Stoney takes it right to the blue line. Skates it into the low dot, back to Marner. Big shot by Eichel off the top dot. And Oilers try to go back the other way. They do not make it far into neutral. In goes Marner. Left back to Stone. Across the blue line, Eichel skating into the top dot. Ooh, he looked like he had a chance to shoot that. Down low, baseline to Stone. Back to Eichel. Hurdle, get some space. Hurdle, get some space. Hurdle shot just wide of the net. Ingram might have gotten a glove on that. The puck does not clear much further than the neutral line. Kings and Canucks are trying to kill each other. Sweet. I don't know why. That just seems pointless. Marner skating in, gets it up close to Hurdle. Ooh, I would like to see him try and turn and stuff. Out to Eichel, top of the high circle. High dot, quick shot, fought off by Ingram. Stone's able to set it back to Eichel. 55 seconds on the man advantage. Marner skates in, shoot, stopped by Ingram. Stoney recovers again. Eichel down to Stone, over to Marner, back to Eichel. In the middle of the ice, gets it down the high baseline to Stone. Back to Eichel out high. Shoots it. Knocked away by Ingram into the high corner. Power play. Stoney. Shoot it. Hurdle trying to make a move. Good defensive sticks for the Oilers. 20 seconds. 4-on-3. We need to get something here, guys. Come on. Marner shoots. Fought off by Ingram. We have had control and we have had shot after shot. We just cannot beat Ingram. Eichel down, or puck comes out to Marner, goes between his skates, and now you have an odd man advantage. Nugent Hopkins goes to Nurse, saved by Hill, and we are back to 4. Well, it goes out of play, so we're back to 3-on-3. No. Holy shit. So many opportunities, and we just can't beat them. Stone, 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 Hattie Stone, Hattie Stone, Hattie Stone. Let's go. Here. Let's hear it again. That's not it. That's not it. Not the right. That was the wrong one. Fuck. I meant to do that. Oh my god. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. And then Edmonton scores off the face-off. I can't fucking believe it. My dumbass. My fucking dumbass. We'll call that a jinx, and it's my fault. Dude, it's the Edmonton City Oilers. The Edmonton City Chiefs, the Kansas City Oilers. I 100% believe what I saw, and at the same time, I am in 100% disbelief. Yep. Dude, it's the Oilers get to do whatever the fuck they want, and occasionally the refs are like, "Oh, I guess we have to call that one." But like, I think it was Dorofeyev. Is it like Dorofeyev or Sissons beats Ekholm down the boards? Ekholm lays out and grabs his arm, spins him around, no call. Tripping's no call. Cross checks, holds. Like, this is why I hate Edmonton. And the reason I hate Edmonton fans is because they're like, what do you mean? There wasn't anything. They're the kind that are like, well, it wasn't called, so it obviously wasn't a penalty. And it's like, no, fuck you, dude. You guys are the Edmonton City Chiefs. Like, and it's bad enough to have Wes McCauley on the ice, but to have him calling a game against the Edmonton Oilers is like, what the fuck are we even doing here? Like I said, I've had enough people come into this chat to where there are two universal truths in hockey right now, and only two. The officials suck dick, and the Edmonton Oilers are gifted like the Kansas City Chiefs. They are worthless pieces of shit. They're the team, the coaches, and their fans. And they just, like, those are the only two universal truths in this fucking world of hockey. And I will die on that hill. I don't care what team you like, what team you hate. We can all agree on those two things. And this game was just an example. This is why I hate watching them play, because it's so fucking annoying. Just like last year in the playoffs. Jack Eichel at the top of the crease. McDavid hits him in the nose with a stick. No penalty. No penalty. Yeah, that's it. We're out of here. Fuck that game. I got to go to the gym now, and I'm all pissed off. Is what it is. Hey guys, keep an eye out tomorrow. Red Wings and the Sabres. If you're not subbed, that's the best way to see if we're going live. Usually see it an hour or so beforehand. 2 games tomorrow. They're both at 4. One's the Red Wings in Buffalo against the Sabres. We may stop in and watch that. Keep an eye out. We'll definitely be here 7:30 p.m. Saturday for Vegas versus the Capitals. But keep an eye out Saturday. The games start at 10 a.m. The good games, the games we want to watch. Ottawa and Tampa, I think, is the 10 a.m. game on Saturday. Yeah. So you got the Senators and the Lightning, the Ducks and the Oilers, the Wild and the Bruins, the Stars and the Penguins. Those 3 games all play at the same time. Devils and the Hurricanes, same time. All the good games are at 2 o'clock. They're all at the same time. So we might as well come and watch some hockey. So again, keep an eye out tomorrow for sure. I'll see you guys Saturday. Everybody, much love. Thank you for hanging out. Gunwing, Jonathan, George. But Jesus, if you're still roaming around in here, Demi, I know you stopped by, my buddy. Always good seeing you guys. Always appreciate you hanging out with me, keeping the chat going, keeping the conversation going. So we are out of here. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Good night, everybody. And remember, fuck Edmonton. Good night, everybody.